Hey guys, this is Pearl Little Baby here, and I got another replay for you guys. This one's not one of my replays, it's pearlXeRoX's. He's our #1 clan member, I'd say, at least on ladder, because he's a top 25 ranked master, so it's pretty good, better than me at least. Even though the last 3 times we've played each other, little secret, the last 3 times we played each other 1v1, I have won all 3, so I don't know. PvZ is my best matchup though, so that might help a little bit. He will be playing as ZvZ here on Tal'darim altar. It is not cross spawn, close spawn, and it's the close spawn that favors pearlXeRoX a little bit, because you both got your natural here, and then the third base is over here for pearlXeRoX, and it's right here for LFG Silky. I guess I'll just call him Silky. So the reason this favors pearlXeRoX a little bit is because he can attack through, like, run lings through here and attack the drones. But if Silky puts all his units right here to stop that, then Xerox can just come up here and go into the natural, or even into the main if he wanted to. Silky can do the same thing, but the ramp's a little bit further away, and it's easier for Xerox to stop. So, at least in that sense, I think the map that favors Xerox a little bit if it goes into the mid-late game, where they're both getting third bases. Normally that doesn't happen in TB or ZvZ, but it can, obviously. So they'll be scouting each other with their overlords now. pearlXeRoX sent a drone scout, and he'll find him last with that drone scout, because he's going to go up here, not find him, and then finally come down here. Silky's not sending out a drone scout, so he'll find out a little bit later, but if these overlords see each other, they'll both know where they are right away, so it won't really matter then. If I pull up the production tab, they're both about to finish their pool now, and get their queens right afterwards. Silky is going to get the ling speed a little bit faster. Xerox is probably saving for it right now. I'm going to get it. There's a little bit of blunder on his part. Actually, he's getting a Roach Warren, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get that ling speed. And instead of getting the ling speed, he started pumping some roaches, because that's a really fast Roach Warren. Yeah, so I mean, roaches are really good against lings, because it only takes a roach 2 hits to kill a ling. It takes a ling like a lot of hits to kill a roach, because a ling only does 4 damage to a roach, because the roach has 1 armor, and then a roach has 145 health. So you guys can do the math if you want. It's like 30, 35 hits, but the roach is going to be healing the entire time. So it's going to be like even more than that. Especially if there's like a lot of roaches in a pack. Like if you get up to 10 roaches, you could kill it with lings, but it's probably not even worth it, because you're going to lose so many lings. You're going to lose more like resources than the roach dude will. So Silky's going for a hatchery here. It's a pretty fast hatchery, especially for ZvZ. Well, pearlXeRoX is just getting up his roaches that he will probably use to attack Silky, because there's no other reason he would have gotten such a fast Roach Warren. Silky, on the other hand, he is going for a lot of lings. He is getting the Roach Warren right now, but yeah, he was building a Baneling, like a Baneling thing. Baneling nest, that's what it's called. That's embarrassing. So he was building a Baneling nest for a little while, but then he scouted those roaches, and he canceled the Baneling nest, because Banelings are really bad against roaches, especially in the early game, because if like a bunch of Banelings came rolling up here, he could just spread out his roaches, and the Banelings are going to be worthless against them. Like, even if he didn't spread them out, the Banelings would be pretty worthless. Because Banelings don't do additional damage versus armored, they do additional damage versus light. That's why they're so good against Marines and stuff. And both these players are Master, remember? I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but they're both Master League, and that means that there will be a little bit more micro and a little bit more APM and stuff, all that, than a normal game I would cast, because Master is quite a big step up from where I am at. hopefully I can. My goal right now is to get to Master by the end of Season 5, which just started yesterday, I think. So he's moving out across the map with all these roaches right now. I'm going to take a look at the APMs real quick. They're actually not APM spamming or anything. But, yeah, so if you look at units, Pearl Monster has 16 roaches, and Silky only's got 5 now. He's been killing them off. He does have a Spine here and the Queen, giving him a little bit of an advantage, but the Spine Crawler's gone, the Queen's about to go down too. The roaches Lings are coming to the flank, so actually, yeah, Silky will be able to hold this off. He, after losing, he'll lose a couple of drones, but maybe this Queen will go down. Will the Queen go down? Will the Queen? Nope. Okay, so Queen didn't die. That's a good save there by Silky. But one Queen already did die before that. So now ZvZ will have to remake his roach army, and looks like Silky might be moving out for a counterattack here. ZvZ has to see that coming with his Overlord just sitting there. Yeah, so Silky's definitely going for an attack. He's building a bunch of roaches and then reinforcing with Lings because the Lings are faster and they'll catch up. So he's just waiting for all his roaches to get here, and then he'll probably, maybe not. Okay, looks like he decided not to attack. Maybe he thinks ZvZ has too many roaches, and now these roaches are pretty slow because they don't have speed yet. But I'd be surprised if they're gonna go for that soon. With Silky on the 2 base and ZvZ only on 1 base, he definitely needs to make something happen here and now, or he might not be able to pull this game out. So these Lings are just being meat shields basically for the roaches, and yeah, they did their job. Now there's too many there's not enough roaches for ZvZ and too many roaches for Silky. That was a little bit bad right there, but he didn't lose any roaches. It was okay. So ZvZ is forced to retreat back across the map again, and now he's finally taking his expansion. This is like 3 or 4 minutes after Silky's expansion got up, so he's going to be way behind on the economy portion, even though they're in similar amounts of drones. Actually, Silky's beating him pretty bad. He's already got 6 drones more than them. It didn't cause him supply block. Silky's supply block right now, actually, but yeah, so Silky's gonna be way ahead in the economy for this part. It looks like ZvZ is moving out for another push with its roaches. He could do damage here. He does have more roaches by a couple, but looks like Silky's gonna get a pretty good spread. He's also got that Queen in there, so I wouldn't expect this to do any damage, just like the last time, but you never know. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. Respreading them. So you notice how the reason they spread these units is when you get the concave in on them, like a kind of like a C, you have more of your units attack their units than they have attacking you, so you'll do more DPS and in turn winning the fight normally. So you definitely want to go for that concave, especially in a situation like this where you're fighting like roach on roach, or say it was Protoss v Protoss and it was Stalker on Stalker or something like that. You definitely want to go for the concave. It really helps out. So ZvZ does have his second hatchery up, and now he's droning up, but oh god, okay. Silky just made a ton of drones there. He's beating him by 10 now. If you look at the production tab, yeah, they're both basically just droning up right now. Wouldn't be surprised if he threw down a Spine Crawler or 2 here, because he doesn't really know if Silky's making units or making drones. I guess he thinks he's making drones. He's actually making a Spire here, but at the same time, ZvZ throws down a Hydralisk Den. Wait, that was not a Hydralisk Den. Could have sworn that was a Hydralisk Den. Okay, well, it wasn't. It was thrown down his lair. So, yeah, he's just getting his lair now, and Silky's getting his Spire. So he'll probably be making Mutalisks out of this, because Corruptors, I mean, he can kill off Overlords, but you can do that with Mutalisks too. So he'll definitely be making the Mutalisks, and this isn't good for ZvZ. He doesn't have any anti-air other than his Queens right now. Right as soon as his lair finishes and he finds out that a bunch of Mutalisks are coming his way, he'll probably throw down a Hydralisk Den, because Hydralisks are really good against the Mutalisks. They have a lot more range, and they do a lot more DPS. Yeah, so this is pretty abnormal, I'd say, in a ZvZ, because, I mean, if they have the Hydra list up, which you don't really know, he doesn't really know right now, because a lot of times people get Roach Hydra, which is a really good composition against just roaches, which is what Silky has right now. And if he already had those Hydra lists up, there's no way the meter lists are going to work. Along with the queens and their massive amounts of range, he's definitely wouldn't be able to do anything. But since ZvZ doesn't have the Hydra lists, he probably will do some critical damage here. Okay, so he's not revealing the Mutalisk yet because he wants to build up a big ball, probably about 15, then go, because at that point he can kill any queens like instantly. He doesn't want to send like 4 Mutalisks because the queens can just all band together and easily beat him. But once he's going to have a ton out, yeah, he's already got 12 out, so he'll probably go with these soon. And this will not be good for ZvZ. He does have one Hydralisk, so he does have a Hydralisk den around here somewhere. There it is, and it's getting Hydralisk range, which will really help out. But he needs to be building a lot more of those Hydralisks right now. He's building 2 more. 3 Hydralisks is definitely not going to stop 12 Mutalisks, but it'll help. Oh god, he's going to spot the Hydralisk den right away too. Silky's probably going to snipe this Hydralisk den just because he knows that that's going to be his only way of making anti-air units other than building queens from his lair and his hatchery. Yeah, so he's going right for that. He's going to kill the queen, and then, yeah, he's going right for the Hydralisk den. So he's, shoot. ZvZ is lucky because he got out a couple Hydralisks and he's building 4 more right now. So if he lets all those Hydralisks finish, then he might be good against these guys. With all the queens and stuff, he should probably spread these because then the Mutalisks do less damage versus them because the Claymore bounces around. The first time it does like 9 damage, I think, yeah. So it does 9 damage, then it bounces again, it'll do like 3 damage, and bounces a 3rd time, does like 1 damage. But if you spread them out, it doesn't have a chance to bounce. So yeah, definitely try to do that. Okay, so he's about to run out of Mutalisks here. There's 1 Mutalisk left. There's more on the way though. So if ZvZ doesn't remake that Hydralisk den, which is almost finished now, he would really have been in trouble. He also has these Spore Crawlers down, so that was really good defense by him because he lost a lot of mining time with these drones, but at the same time he distracted Silky by moving out with his roaches, forcing the Mutalisks to help out the other roaches, because since he was making all these Mutalisks, his roach numbers plummeted, and then he used all these extra minerals because he used a lot of gas on these Mutalisks. He used all his extra minerals on Lings. Now it's Ling Mutalisk Roach against just roaches and a couple Hydralisks, which probably is not going to turn out too well for ZvZ here. It looks like this might be GG. 3 more Hydralisks, 4 more Hydralisks going out, 4 more Mutalisks reinforcing from Silky, but no, it looks like ZvZ actually got a pretty good concave on this, and he killed all the Lings, which wasn't that hard to do, I guess. But he also killed all the roaches, but now there's still 5 Mutalisks in his base, 6 Mutalisks, and he's got no anti-air. His Spore Crawlers died, and there just keeps coming more Mutalisks. There's a couple Hydralisks, but it doesn't seem like to be enough right now. 3 more being made, 2 more queens. He's pumping queens out of these hatcheries. This is really good. He needs to just continuously build queens, but 2 more Spore Crawlers reinforcing. Looks like he might be okay here. 2 more Hydralisks there and a queen. So he manages to clean that up. At the same time, more Lings are coming in and more Mutalisks. The Spore Crawlers really clean out the Mutalisks, but yeah, his roaches will be able to handle the Lings. So that was really good defense there by pearlXeRoX, and looks like the pressure is going to be done. And while that was all going on, Silky did manage to take his 3rd base, and so did ZvZ. So I would say the game's about even right now. ZvZ definitely was behind, but he's clawed his way back into the game with really good defense of those 2 attacks. And yeah, so now they're probably both gonna do a little bit of link harass here to kill off the queen. That's really annoying. So they're both gonna definitely be droning up right now. Yeah, so ZvZ is building 5 drones, and so is Silky, and yeah, so those are mostly going to the 3rd. He'll get that saturated. If you look at their incomes, it's probably pretty equal. Actually, Yeah, Silky's beating them pretty good. He's beating them by about 500 minerals right now, and about 200 gas. So if so ZvZ doesn't change that soon, Silky's definitely gonna take an advantage. He's even taking a 4th base. I think he knows he's got a little bit of an advantage. He's gonna exploit that. This 4th base is pretty well protected just because it's pretty far away from ZvZ. He can always run links back there, but I don't even know if he has link speed. Like, yeah, he doesn't even have link speed, so he's not really planning on harassing with links this game. He's getting the evolution chamber there to get the upgrades. If we look at the production tab, they're both getting upgrades right now. pearlXeRoX is choosing the ground armor upgrade, and God, I keep forgetting this guy's name. Silky is getting the ground range attack upgrade. So his roaches will do more damage, but ZvZ's roaches and Hydros will have more armor. Okay, so he's going for Broodlords here, because he's making the Corruptors, which morph into the Broodlords, and he's morphing a Greater Spire right now. This could be trouble for ZvZ if he doesn't get enough Hydros. It looks like he's got a good number of Hydros right now, especially if he keeps making about a 1-to-1 ratio of Hydros and roaches. He should be fine from any Broodlords. There's also Infestors, though, and Hydros do die pretty fast to Infestors. They don't take the additional damage from the Infestor because they're not armored, but they only have 80 health when a Roach has over double that. Sorry, I can't do math. It's not over double that, but a Roach does have a lot more health than a Hydrolist. So if an Infestor comes in here and only rips all these Hydrolists, which he tried to do there, but he only got 2. That was pretty sad for me. Like that. Okay. See, now if he had more Infestors, he could have kept fungal growthing those Hydrolists and just killed them all. Like, it only takes, I think it's 4 fungal growth to kill a Hydrolist, maybe 3. And if he just continuously fungal growth, wait for it to finish fungal growth, and wait for it to finish and fungal growth, he'll kill the Hydrolisk, and then these Broodlords would be really annoying because he wouldn't have any anti-air left. So looks like the Broodlord count is up to 3 Broodlords, and he's morphing 2 more. He's up to 4 Broodlords. He's still got 9 Mutalisks in there, so he's got a really diverse army here. He's got a couple Lings, a couple Mutalisks, a couple Corruptors even that haven't morphed into Broodlords yet, and a couple Roaches. And then Infestors. I don't know if I said Infestors, but yeah. ZvZ is spreading his creep, which I do like. Some people don't like to spread their creep in ZvZ because they're like, oh, my opponent will get to my base faster. But if you don't have any creep, you're not going to know he's getting to your base unless you have the watchtowers. But if you do have the creep, you'll know he's coming. So even though he could get there faster, you'll have more time to prepare because you know it's coming. Unless you have really good map control, then you would know it's coming anyway. But looks like Silky's gonna be going in for an attack here. But whoa, ZvZ has got a huge army. Okay, so I don't think there's any way that Silky will be able to win this fight. There's just way too many Hydrolists. He doesn't even have that many Infestors. Yeah, his Roaches are turning tail and running home, just leaving these Broodlords to die. So pearlXeRoX is focusing down the Broodlords. Just don't ignore the Broodlings because they're just gonna keep spawning. So those, yeah, that was a slaughter fest. These Hydras just doing tons of damage, having the 1-1 attack upgrades. Those Broodlords have no upgrades, and his Roaches only have 1 attack upgrade. So this is probably gonna be GG right here, actually. ZvZ totally turned that game around. He wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a huge underdog comeback, but he was pretty far behind. Like, ZvZ had him on, or Silky had him on economy and on army at one point, and he even had him on tech because he had the Mutalisks. But ZvZ showing that he's one of those good master players, and he turned that game around. Didn't let that cheesy Mutalisk play stop him. He just got those Hydros up and destroyed them. So Silky will probably be GGing right here soon. He's pulling off his drones, last resort. More and more Hydros coming in, even more Roaches. So yeah, there's no way Silky can win this game. He just lost his natural. Already lost his 3rd base. Yeah. Queens are dying, things are dying. This is ugly. This Hydros probably tons of kills. I got 8, 11. No kills, 1 kill, 2 kills, 1 kill, 2 kills, yeah. Well, they got a lot of kills, especially for Zerg units. Zerg units normally don't get as many kills as, like, Protoss units or Terran units like a Thor or a Colossus. But, yeah, any second now, Silky will probably GG. because his main's just getting, okay, there it goes, he GG'd. And ZvZ GG'd. And Silky left the game. No wait, no he didn't. No he didn't. Okay, what he tried to do there, that's pretty funny. He's pretty mad that he lost this game. He said, he just typed has left the game, so it said, Silky has left the game, and then he told all his units to hold position, like it would if he had actually left the game, but, ZvZ is too smart for that. He realizes. He's trying to get him to hit F10 and then click surrender so that he gets a free win. This is basically like major BMing, because that, I mean, you lost the game, just leave the game, but he really just wants to win. It's kind of lame. ZvZ is just going to go around. I'm going to speed this up because this is over. ZvZ is just going to go around and kill his bases, and then he'll win the game. Yeah, I don't do that. That's just being, that's being stupid. Yeah, there's his last hatchery. So, now the game ended. Yeah, so if you like this game, make sure to subscribe. I'll try to get more games of ZvZ playing, maybe some CVTs and some ZVPs. Yeah, so I'll post more games as soon as I get them. Thanks for watching. Bye.